Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the how to import customer payments or customer receipts by using Autolockbox. So this is a very interesting topic in Oracle Fusion Clouds that it is belongs to accounts receivable module in EBS and Oracle Cloud as well as. Yeah. So before getting to application, so first we will discuss what are the prerequisites are required and what is the process flow it is required. And then we'll get into the application and we'll create one transaction. Against transaction, we will try to import customer payments by using Autolockbox. For that, what are the setups are required that we will discuss in detail, and then we will move forward to application. Yeah. So firstly, we should require customer open transaction, nothing but as a receivable transaction. The specific customers. Once we create, or here I would call out two specific things. One is that how to create customer transaction. There are two types. One is manually, secondly is import. So either ways we can create transactions by using accounts receivable module, right? So once we create a receivable transaction against customers, and then the invoice will be sent back to customer to make a payment against open accounts transaction receivable task, right? And now the customer will try to make a payment either ways, right? So here, when we in the sense the client will type with the or engage with commercial banks which the business transactions are going to be handling or dealing with the specific banks. So that will be communicate with the across the all the customers, right? So once the customer make a payment by giving the customer bank, I would say client bank account, the customers will directly send a collections to bank. It's nothing but as a payment, right? So bank will receive all the payments across the globe or where it is located exactly the specific business locality, and then it will credit to our bank account. It means that client bank account. So here the bank will get the money from the customers and keep it in the bank accounts. And so what will do the bank next? Once receive the payments from the customer, bank will send customer payments against a transaction through flat file or data file or source file. In real or real practice, we would call it as a flat file, data file, source file. So what does it mean of these all three terminology? Source file or data file or flat file all together is the same, where this file is looks like as a bay to file format. Bay to file format where Oracle has seededly provided the format. So this file is content is looks as the Autolockbox kind of like where it is supported to the format. And here we need to understand thoroughly some points. Those are this content of this particular source file is content of customer payments against the customer open transactions. By looking at the data, you can understand that what is the receipt number, who is the customer, and what is the total receipt amount, and against what is the transaction the customer has made the payment. This information will be available on the data file or source file, especially. Okay, so this is the first thing where you can see. And then after, what after the bank will do? Once the bank will send the data file to client place. So client may be using different softwares, platforms. So here I would say it's a MFT layer. Okay, MFT layer. It's a kind of layer connectivity between SaaS application. I mean to say like a bank versus SaaS application. In between, we should have the MFT layer. This MFT layer, what we do? MFT layer or receptive server. Okay, So the specific designated directory, the bank has the ability or capability to send the file to our specific directory where the client is provided to bank. So on daily basis, on a specific time zone, the bank will send the file, data file to our specific directory. Once the file will place under the specific directory, SFT server or MFT server. So then after, the integration will trigger to do the pre-validation. So integration will do the pre-validation. Here, it will validate all the fields. What are the fields are there in the source file? Those fields are available in the application not. It will cross-check that. All the mandatory validation can be happened at the interface level. I mean to say before interface level, these all the things can be happened. After that, the integration has the capability to transmission the file. I mean to say transmission the data file to convert as FBDA template. Why? Because data file as it is, the system will not allow, or Oracle product will not allow to import the data. That's where Oracle is supporting for FBDA templates where we can convert it as a CSV format. So that's where it is transmission the data file into FBDA template. It will convert while converting. So all the necessary information will take from the source file and the same data will be placed into the FBDA template and then create a GIF file. Create a GIF file. GIF, once the GIF file will create, then we need to, I mean to say, integration will trigger the load interface file for import. This is the seeded job where it will trigger automatically by integration. So till here, the integration will take the place. Then after, this is SaaS application. This is a Fusion application will take the place to take it forward to import the receivables receipts. So here, load interface file for import and then transfer file to interface. Once that is done, there is a standard program to run to create a receipts. Process receipts through Autolockbox. This is the process job. Okay. Once the process job got triggered, then once this process got succeeded in the Fusion application, then the data will move to the base table, which is customer, where you can go and look at the information by the end users. Right. So till here, this completely will taking care of the integration and then SaaS application. And finally, this is the most important thing is the finally is that apply and update customer account balance. This is the last step of this activity. So what we did, import customer payments by using Autolockbox, where the bank will be sending the data file and then validate it, verify it, and pass the validations, move the data to SaaS application, and then send the interface table, and then move the data to customer account balance to update it. This is the end of the process. So this is common and seeded programs will be running in the place. So this is how we need to understand complete as a Autolockbox through importing. So how to import the receipts by using Autolockbox. This is a standard program, standard process for across all the clients. Okay, maybe client will differ, but process is the same as a Oracle product. There is no any changes in the process wise, but maybe there could be possibility where they can use the different kind of integration point of view, different platforms, but the process is the same. Okay, so this is how we need to understand the complete process. And for this one, so what are the prerequisites are required? As I mentioned, the previous video also I mentioned a couple of things where is the mandatory. One is that bank origination number and the logbox numbers, the receipt method, receipt source, bank account. So these all things are the very key significant of the functionalities to support to import the AR receipts. Okay. Yeah. Now let's get into the application to understand or we'll perform one test case here. So you can download standard template for importing the receipts. For that, Oracle has the repository called as a FBDI for financials. Just click on that. Here you can just scroll down till you get the receivable data. Here you can see receivables standard receipt import. This is the file. This is the control file. Just click on download. Click on download here. Open. Okay. So once you download this file, it looks like this fashion. So now what I will do, save this file on my desktop. Sorry. Save the file on desktop new folder. Save and close. So here you can see. So this is the file which I imported from the Oracle repository. So this sheet is content of the multiple sheets, which is part of the Autolockbox. The first one, as you know that instructions and CSV generation and transmission header, record two. Here you can see record one, record two, record start with the record numbers. These are the key significant kind of sheets which will play the key role in the Autolockbox. And our logbox header, batch header, and payment, overflow records, and batch trailer, logbox trailer, and transmission trailer. So now we'll go to the one by one. So here you can see these are the fields are there, right? Which we need to understand. So destination bank account, origination number, deposit date. So here you can see all the formats, like how we need to provide the information in the specific fields. So to go back to application, yeah, once you log in, just go to setup and maintenance, call out manage logbox. You can search, you can edit. So these are the setups we defined. Right here you can see logbox number and bank origination number, and here. So this is the most important accounting date source, deposit date. Early, based on that we can choose. It would be like a deposit date or import date based on the business process. You can choose it. Okay, and here you can see reset method logbox. Here, this is the most important to setup checkbox is that use auto apply. If you not enable this one, the system will not able to apply the receipts against your transaction automatically. So that's where we need to enable this checkbox always. And here match receipts by how. So these are the sources we have. So by selecting the sales order or purchase order or transaction number, ideally we can take a transaction number here, right? If you go back to here, bank destination bank account. So what is the bank account? My bank account. This is the bank account, and keep it here. And the origination number is that 287, 287. And deposit date to today's date. What is that? This is the format which you need to provide. RR month end, RR, right? RR month and date. Time is not required here. Transmission record count. Totally we have how many records here? Totally the 8 records are there. And total amount is that, let's say example, 109. That already we created one transaction against customer. Okay. And this is enough here. And go to service header. Service header, you can provide the data. Here you can see required data, even though some fields are not required. Just you can provide some information. Deposit date is that year, month, and date. Bank account is that. This is the bank account. 287 is the origination number. And logbox header. So what is the logbox header we have? Currency USD. Reset method logbox. If you want, you can go back here. You can take it out. Logbox number is 44336. Date is 23/12/04. Batch count is only one count, and 109 is the value. But here when you give the value 10900, that's all like a decimal also it will take it as a value for us. Okay, and go to batch header. Batch header will be holding batch name LBX1 currency USD, and here you can reset method is logbox, and 44336 is the logbox number, 23/12/04 is the date, batch record count is 1, amount is 109, and 6 record number 6. This is the most important point because the customer payments are recording under this place only. In the logbox, all the where you have up to 9 transactions, 9 records here. Out of 9 records, 6th record is the most important, which is holding the customer balances. Customer payments against the transactions. Number 1, Amount is 109. They would say 109,000 1900, and transaction number customer. I can see customer bank account receipt number. I will create as receipt number as 12156, and receipt date is today's date 23/12/04 is the year, and just move on. Customer account, which is the customer account number, just say example 0020, and here then nothing else required, but here we need to tell that this particular receipt is against which transaction number. That is what you can provide here. Start with the W column, transaction reference number. So here you can provide the transaction reference number if you have. If you don't have also, that's okay, fine. But ideally, the bank will be when the bank is sending the file, 90% the data will be available in the transaction reference columns. Okay. If you don't have, you can ignore it. If you have, let's say example 76765 is the yesterday's like which I created 765, or let me check that. What is that? What I created last time? Yeah, 765. Here if we go, so click out here. This is 765. Is there another way? Okay, this is already created. Okay, this is already created. It's not required. Then you can keep it as a blank now, and let's see. Okay, and then go to overflow payment, record number 4. See here, one receipt can be applied on against 8 transactions in the this file. If it is coming more than, let's say example, one receipt content of the 25 transactions. Okay, in this case, 8 records can be updated over here. 8 records can be updated over here. So remaining balance 12 records that should be flow into the overflow payment record. Here I can post that. Then only the receipt can be created. Otherwise, it will throw an error. It's the most important thing. Here, the thumb rule is that one receipt can have the only 8 records here against the transactions. 8 transactions only you can update in the this record number 6 sheet. If more than that, the remaining transactions should go to the overflow payment record session. And batch trailer. Here I can see we have the batch header against this trailer. So we need to match each other data. So what you can do, just go take this here. So what have we updated here, right? Just take everything here. 10900. Take everything, copy paste in the batch trailer. That's all. And similarly, logbox trailer. Here I can see logbox header. So what we provided here, the same thing, we need to match each other, the trailer also. That is how it is. So here I can provide that. See, all the things are correct or not correct. The last one, transmission trailer. Transmission trailer, last first we have created transmission header, right? This one we need to provide out there. 10900. Deposit date we can provide already given. So here you can go back. See, you can choose that. That's all. Deposit date, everything provided. Everything is fine, looks fine. So once you feel everything is corrected, you provide the information here. So this I'm doing manually because it's a manually now we are demo purpose we're getting manually. Ideally, this same kind of file will come from the bank, okay, as a data file. So once you provide all the information, come here the first sheet, instructions and CSV generation. Just go and click on the CSV format. Just observe what are the things getting changing here. Go to desktop, select new folder, save it. Again, same, save it here. See now, the system has created additional one sheet here. This is nothing but as a BA2 format. It's a logbox format. How that looks like. You can see record number 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9. Everything is here, right? The same thing. What we provided here, the same data converted into CSV format where you can go and upload this format to the Fusion application. The same, this is how the bank will send the data file in the text format in the notepad. Okay, the same file we called as a BA2 format. So once we receive this kind of data, so then what needs to be done? Go to the application. We have two ways. One is that go to tools, file import and export, and click on plus icon, choose file where it is lying. This is the file. So exactly this is what bank will send the file. Okay. So what we created the zip file. Select, set the account name. Which account name we are going to import this particular transactions. It is related to fin accounts receivables, right? Receivable import. Here you can see this is the account name. Save and close. Go to navigation. Click on schedule process. As I told you, load interface file for import. Tab out. Save OK. Import process nothing but as a what I told you previously. It's a process receipts through Autolockbox. Process receipts through Logbox. Select the data file which we loaded over there, right? Or else you can go and look the same file again from the source. From here you can take it out again. Say okay. So now what I did, just I am trying to importing the data file what I received from the bank, placing it the ECM server, Universal Content Manager server, to bring the data into the interface table. Submit. Take this process ID. I will tell you when to required. Just save OK and refresh that until we get succeed the this process. Succeeded. Now you can notice here, load interface file import. This is the parent job. On top of that, there are two child programs got triggered. One is transfer file and load file to interface. It means that firstly, this program extract the data and transfer the file and then place into the interface level. That is how we need to understand here. And then now go to schedule process again and select process receipts through Logbox. Click on OK. Now we can see in this place we can understand all the star symbols here. What it is mandatory. Business unit is that yes, business unit, and import process ID, which previously we trigger the parent ID, load interface file for import. In the left hand side, you can see that is what it is. Automatically will display here. Take it out. And new transmission, yes. And the transmission name, just say that December, example, December. And submit import, no. No. And transmission format, default Logbox. That's what we discussed. BA2 format. And here you can take the Logbox number, tower 4336. And accounting date, same today's date. And revenue fields, everything looks same. And then submit it. Take this process ID, say OK. Refresh the page until the process got succeed. Just look at the here ESH jobs. This is the parent job which got process receipts through Logbox. And save Click succeed and look the data. Something went wrong. That's why it is not importing here. Ideally, we need to get more things here. Okay, let's get into application. Here I can go to duplicate. Go to receivables. Receivables. Click on receivables. Go to here. What is it? Get test. What we can test. I think so. This is things. Okay, fine. Click on task. Here you can see left hand, right hand side. You can see log was transmission history. Just go and click on it. You can see that like what we created here. What is the number we have provided? Transmission name December. None of the things not getting created here due to some exogenous reasons. Okay, what we'll do? Okay, no worries. This is our this is a good example because when you do some mistakes, right, then only you can see all the things here. Click on manage log post transmission to get the ABD template what we imported to the SaaS application. Yes, enable. Click on OK. Provide the username and password. Username, password. This is the username. This is the password. So you see, this is very very good functionality in the application, like to save the business users time in order to create manually all the receipts. So this would be helpful for them to create bulkly on daily basis to save their time. Okay, this is how you can see the manage logbox transmission. Select our business unit and click on search to find the only entries belongs to or we use only. Here you can see there are a few things that errors are there. Here you can see it got record was validated, and there is some issue triggered here, right? So here you can see that the issue starts with the record number 1 and record number 9. Record number 9. So these two are there. So what we'll do? So check that why it is error out. So these things are not ours. What is ours? Only you can see transmission name. These things only ours. So we can say if you want to delete any records in the sheet, just double click. You can see the dot. Copy paste till here. These things are not required for us, right? So that's where it is. And these things also, yeah, these things are ours only. So where I can see the only things are here. December, right? So take here batch count and everything looks good. Then what is the problem to not import it? Let's see. Record number 1 and 9. Okay, record number 1 and 9. Okay, save one. Save one. Batch count. This is fine. Now matching. Now batch matching. Okay. Down you can see these things are ours only. Log LBX1, LBX1, log was number 44336 6. Account date. See here account date is missed out. So you can provide this This is the deposit date, and this is the accounting date as well as receipt number 156 we have given. So remaining everything looks fine. So now we'll try to import it. Now you can see all the here. You can see the symbol which got represent about the changed columns. Say upload, and click on. Here you can see record status, row updated successfully, right? And click on submit and post. Here you need to provide the transmission name December and logbox number, the default one. I'll choose it, come down, submit. Take process ID again. Let's see, this is the things is going to be import or not successfully. We'll see that how it looks like. No need to get panic on it now. Now you can see it got passed. It got automatically the child program got triggered sub process. Just refresh until last. Refresh, refresh, refresh until this all the programs got succeeded. It will take a while. This parent job will get succeed. All the child's jobs would be succeeded. Otherwise, it wouldn't be succeed. Here you can see now post receipt batch. Click on OK. Refresh, refresh, refresh. This is significant of the report. I will tell you inside of that what data will be available. Say OK. OK. Refresh. 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 This is the report actually. Yeah, it can succeed. Now, so this is what the daily process will happen in the real time also. Okay. See how many logbars are using. Based on that, how many those many times this programs will get triggered. So now this is the output file where you can go and see that either receipt got created or not created. Yeah, excellent. Not some of the things are still the issues happen, so that we need to see that. Here you can see row number 5 got validated, and row number 1, record number 1, 2 got errored out again. So the deposit date was specified as the accounting date source, but no deposit was provided. Okay, you must enter item number for the receipt. Transmission count equal. Okay, fine. Let's get into again. See that why it is not done. Go to transmission history. Now we can see the some of the value got created here. 109, right? You can see this one. December, transmission name, and count is 8, and this got loaded, right? And so here, what you can do is click on it here. Again, download the file. This time, no need to give the user ID and password because already we logged in previously. Just enable, say yes. Use one. So always we have to practice in this fashion only, because then only you can understand it how this works in the application. Now you can see all the transactions got validated here. Only there is one issue here. Here one issue. You must enter line item. So what is the line item here that you have to see? Receipt date, receipt number. Everything looks good, but to see what it is. Okay. Deposit date was specified. Okay. Deposit date, creation date is same. The deposit date already provided here. Receipt date. Okay. Deposit date not provided here. That's what it is. Accounting date also we need to provide here. Okay, this is fine. And here what they mentioned, you must enter an item number for the receipt. Transit order number not required, isn't it? And this is okay. Just leave it as it is now. Let's see. And here I can see transmission does not map. Why not map? So one. Okay, let me try now. This record count 8, and this is 1. This is 1. I did all the changes here. Again, we'll try to import it. Say okay. December and log was default. Submit. Go to application. Search for it. This we can discuss like one simple way which I know very well, but I don't want to do that kind of thing because here my motto is that I want to show you that how many possibilities are there to get the errors, how to resolve those things. That's what my intention to show you multiple ways of the errors, how to troubleshoot it and fix the issue in the real time. That is how my training will be there. If you're getting a lot of issues right while you do the practice, this kind of things and all, you can understand the step by step all the process areas, which will help you during the real time work on this the specific functionality. Just wait until it got succeeded. Okay, report running, valid ready, and running. Yeah, it got succeeded. So now just you can come down. See here again, it got succeed or not succeed. Now you can see the receipt was transferred, isn't it? The receipt was transferred. You must enter an item. That's okay, fine, no problem. Now you can go back. Here you can see now our receipt number got created here. Excellent. This is how we need to do the troubleshooting. Transmission count record 1, transmission record transfer to date 1. Here I can see bank origination number. Here I can see origination number and destination bank account and transmission account, amount, and this all the things same, right? So now it's a good thing. We troubleshooted perfectly and address the issue. So now just go to the application, reset, and go to the logbox transmission summary or history. Now you can see 1, right? So now you can see 109 got created here. And now let's see, go to the manage receipts. Either our receipt is there or not there. If not there also, no worries. We can we'll bring them into the receipt area. Perfectly we did. Now you see, this is the receipt number. This is the receipt number. So this is how we can create the receipts by using the Autolockbox in a smart way. So which will help for the business to reduce their hours. Okay, and efficiency also. So the what I did so far till end of the process here, this everything should be taken care by the integration only. Technical team will be taking care of everything. What I did additionally here, the moment when the the receipt is not created in the application. From there, as being as a functional consultant, I entered, I troubleshoot that why the receipt is not created in the application. That's all I did. As being as consultant, I troubleshoot it. I correct the data by selecting the ADB template and again reprocess it. The real time also same. Once you get any kind of error, just troubleshoot it and confirm back to technical team who can process the files again. It's a reprocess of the data file to import receipts. Okay, so now just go and open this receipt. See now, ideally when you applied, this is created as a unidentified or sorry unapplied receipt because I did not provide any transaction, open transaction for this one. If I would have given that number, I would say open transaction number, it got applied over here, says that total applied amount 109. Okay, so and this is the tab where you can see, look at here. If you applied any receipt against transaction, that will show here, says that how you matched it, what is the reference number, what is the reference amount, which mode or which method you entered, is a logbox or manually, how it is. Likewise. So yesterday I did create one thing. I'll showcase you how it got created the thing here. Okay, so that you can understand that. Yesterday I did over the night. Let me check it. Yeah, this is the one R85. Now you can notice here total applied amount 1070, and here you can see what is the transaction number 76765, which I have here. If you look at here, this is the one different customer, and then transaction type is invoice. Like this, I can see all the information here. And now, if you want to go and see that this against receipt, which is the transaction number got applied on the receipt. See here, you view remittance reference details. Click on that. This is what I told you previously, right? Receipt match by transaction number, transaction number, and receipt amount. I will say remittance amount, and entry method is the logbox. If I go and match this particular receipt against any transaction by manually, here you can show as a manual source. So this is how we can see how to create receipts by using Autolockbox. Yeah. Thanks for watching my video. I think it's a looks like lengthy video, but my motive is that to provide how to troubleshoot when you import receipts by using Autolockbox. That is my motive, to showcase how many how many or what kind of uh, issues may occur when you import receipts. That's what my motive, to showcase you guys. Just watch this video completely and share and subscribe, and just wait for another couple of videos on the Logbox side as well as the next sessions. Thanks for watching once again. Great day.